Good evening, parents and students. This is Jeff Aynesworth, and welcome to MRWC, that's Math Reasoning with Connections. And I welcome you to our online platform this year. I wish we could all be in person, but we are going to do the best that we can do. And I thought it was important that you see my face in addition to my voice, and that's why I'm including that in there, despite the fact that I just got out of surgery and hence this bandana, because I had surgery done on my forehead. But I wanted you to see me, and because I'll be working with your kids throughout the entire year, and hopefully we get the chance later on to actually go back to the classroom and be together person to person. So let me take you on a virtual tour on our little website here called Canvas, and show you the different aspects of Canvas and what the kids need to utilize throughout the year. So let me go back to the main page here and kind of take you for a virtual tour of some important aspects of Canvas, so you're kind of used to it and you see what the kids are going to see. So first, let's start off with the Remind, the instant messaging service that teachers and students have been using for years. My code for each classroom is different, so you just have to visit each classroom to determine that. You just text the code to 81010, and you will be able to receive the messages that my students get about upcoming events and important reminders, video hyperlinks, that sort of thing. Because, sometimes the website does go down, and when it does, and it already has, we use Remind to do some instant and private messaging between teacher and student. So that's an important thing. I suggest parents get hooked up with Remind as well, so you see what the students are seeing and you can keep track of them a little bit better. One of the aspects of the course is called the T84 emulator. They will need a graphing calculator of some sort. So I showed them how they can install what's called the TI-84 graphing emulator on their Windows computer. This is a Windows app only. So if they have a Chromebook or a Mac, they're going to have to find some other resource. They can also download this on their phone for a very small fee of $5 instead of buying the actual calculator. That's one option. If they do not wish to use the TI-84, there's something called Desmos, and Desmos is an online graphing calculator, probably the best in the world other than GeoGebra. I use this extensively in the lessons, and we'll use this extensively later on, especially in the second half of the course. So this is available. It's free to everybody. It's embedded within Canvas for them to use. There's also what's called a Desmos scientific calculator, which is made by the same company, but it's the scientific version. And if you just type in desmos.com or click on this link right here, you'll see that they have the online scientific version of the calculator available. So there is no reason why a student is without technology, because this is free to every single student. Those are some major resources that are going to be needed throughout the year. One thing that is going to be new in this online platform is to learn how to submit your work as a PDF, whether it's homework, a quiz, or a test. Not everything's done online, via multiple choice. There are free response. In fact, our first test today was free response, in which the kids had to print off the test and convert it to a PDF and submit it, which is what we've been doing all year long so far. So there are two main options. The first is the Adobe Scan. That's what many of the teachers use. That's what I use to convert their paper, their handwritten work to a PDF. Or Cam Scanner. That's another widely used application, both free. Okay, there's no need to pay for these apps. And then they could easily submit their work up into Canvas as a PDF, not as a picture, but a PDF. So learning how to do that has been a challenge for some. I've been working with many kids about that and working on tutorials and trying to get the kids to learn how to get their work submitted in the correct format, which is called a PDF. That's in the homework submission protocol folder. So you can take a look at that there. Watch the videos if you need to, if you're not familiar with that. I do record all my Zoom meetings. We're using Zoom and not the Google Meet. We have been doing that since the second day of school. And all the meetings that we have are recorded and uploaded here so that if any student misses a lesson or a session, or just wants to flat out just go back and listen to some of the content, they can. They're all up here, and I update that on a daily basis. So that's going to be a really important resource for the kids in the Zoom meeting recordings. And you can see how I work with the kids. So, watch one of those. You'll get an idea of how a session, our 2-hour sessions, because they're typically 2-hour blocks, how I work with the kids during that time. They're called modules. In the first module, called Section 1, you'll see all the different activities that we've been through. Where we finished Section 1, we went through all these activities, and if you go through each one with your child, you can see what each one looks like, what they have to submit. Some like the review, let's say. Let's just pick one, because I'm not going to go through each one. Includes videos of a how-to video of how to handle, let's say in this case, the review to get ready for your exam. This was assigned last weekend on Saturday. They had 3, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to go through it before their test today, which is obviously Wednesday. And in this video, I discuss how to solve each problem. So they have this to access. And then, of course, they scan their work, and then they submit it in this section of the module in order to get ready for their test. So the Canvas is really, really nice in that each module, these are called modules, take the student step by step through the resources as the instructor works with the kids going through each of the sections or modules, and then at the end, typically there is a test covering the material. And for MRWC, we'll be starting Section 2, and that will be designed and updated day by day as we go through it. But Canvas is a great tool, a website, if you will, that contains all the resources that the kids need. You should, as a parent, go through each one, get familiar with it. This also incorporates the grading system as well, and shows the grades per assignment. And as the teachers get caught up and learn how to grade all the handwritten submitted work and get everything updated, and then hopefully this is aligned and integrated with Infinite Campus. So as we do work here and put grades in the Canvas, it gets automatically updated in Infinite Campus, where we take our attendance and also see the grades. But all that isn't to come. The first set of grades will be in the next few days as I figure out how to grade and get everything graded online, which is totally brand new for us teachers, and give some feedback to the students, and that will happen in the next few days and throughout the year. So get used to this new platform called Canvas. If you have any questions, you can get a hold of me through Canvas. You can get a hold of me through email. You can get a hold of me through the Remind app as well. If you go back up here to the Remind and get a part of, or log in and register as a part of my course, you can actually message me and private message me at any time you want, just like the kids do, because I facilitate the kids through the Remind app as well as Canvas on a daily basis all throughout the day. So Canvas is our main platform that we'll be working with this year as we go through the MRWC curriculum, which is a pre-calculus based curriculum. A very exciting curriculum, actually. This is our second year of the course, teaching the course, and it's an alternative approach to the typical teaching model in pre-calculus. It's actually what I prefer. It's more of a discovery-based learning program than a direct teaching model, as we have seen throughout the previous decades. So I really enjoy the course. Last year, I got incredible feedback from my students that they really liked it. In fact, they liked mathematics for the first time as a senior. This is a senior course. And so that was really good to hear that from many of the students last year, and hopefully becomes the same way for the kids this year. I love the program, and I can't wait to work with your kids this year and learn how to deal with this online platform. So interesting, very, very. It's going to be an iconic year, and I'm excited, and I'll do the best I can to help your kids get the best resources possible. So if you need to get a hold of me in the future, like I said, either Remind, email, or through the Canvas app. So hopefully we'll get to see each other in person in the future. I look forward to seeing everybody And of course, I look forward to working with your children. Take care.